So already we have discussed in the previous programming language. Whenever I have briefed C, C++, Java, Python, C Sharp. That moment I have briefed that what is variable. Okay, so variable is a way to variable is a name kept to memory location. In computers memory location, as I told you, there so many memory locations are there. Every memory location will be labeled with a name, so that name is called variables. So computer memory locations are labeled with names, and that names are called variables. And whenever we assign any data to that variable, and the data is stored in computer's memory location, we can retrieve that data by calling the variable name. So here how to create the variable in JavaScript by two keywords, where, let. Two keywords we can use to create the variables in JavaScript, where and let. So where x means x is a variable, but where keyword to be used. Here no any value assigned here, just created. After every statement semicolon must be there. How to use variables? Now x is a variable, so now x is assigned with 5, y is assigned with 6. So let variable keyword used to create a variable z is equal to x plus 5. So like this, okay. Where and let keywords can be used to create the variables in JavaScript. JavaScript values. JavaScript syntax different two types of values, okay. Fixed values, variable values. So whenever we want to give fixed values are called literals. So these are called fixed. 5 is fixed, 6 is fixed. These are called literals. Okay. Fixed values. Next, variable values are what? Variable values are called variables. So let us see what is literal and what is variable values are called variables. So this is not fixed. Why? Because this value is assigned to a variable, so this value can be changed anytime. So these are called variable values. So these are not fixed values, because these integer values assigned to a variable, so these values are called variable values, because values are assigned to variables. Next, what are fixed values? They are called literals. Let us try to understand. The two most important syntax rules for fixed values are numbers are written with or without decimals. So 10.50 is a decimal value, this is an integer. So both write yourself. Okay. Now we will try to understand what happened here. Strings are text. Strings are text written within double or single quotes. So double quotation marks and single, both are single quotes. They are, it's English like text. Now it is called strings. Now numbers are literals, means the fixed values. Okay, fixed values, they are not assigned to any variables. Here these are assigned to variables. 5, 6. 5 is assigned to x variable, 6 is assigned to y variable. So these values can be changed. So they are called variable values. Fixed values are called literals. So this is numbers, fixed values, numbers with or without decimals. These are called fixed. 10.5, it is a fixed value. And 1001, it is an integer value, it is a float. Both are fixed values. They have not assigned to any variables. So they are called literals. Okay, how we are getting 10.5? It is not assigned to any variable. Okay, there is no any variable here, it is fixed. If variable is there, we can change that value. Understand? So we will learn all this. Try it yourself. This is the syntax as a basic syntax. Initially, every time this doc type HTML body. After that, this is the header JavaScript numbers, JavaScript numbers, h2 JavaScript numbers. Okay, we need to write this under this h2. Okay, now next, if you want to get this text, number can be written with or without decimals. Same whatever you write here, if you want to sort out this without, you will get same without. Okay, so this is the fixed value. So HTML started, whenever you have started, you need to close at the last end of this HTML. Body you have started, so you have to close with the body. Okay, this is starting syntax, then HTML, then body. So body will be closed first, then HTML will be closed at last. This is the header, and this is the string, whatever you want to get it, and the fixed value assigned to inner HTML. So we will understand all this syntax later. Okay, one by one. Okay, now come down here. This is the exercise. Okay, now come here. As I told you that this is the string values. So syntax we tried in Java also. String values can be kept in always double quotation marks. Okay, single quotation marks in Java only the char, single characters. So next is what, how to get the output, JavaScript output. So how to get the output? JavaScript display possibilities. JavaScript can display data in different ways. Only writing into an HTML element using inner HTML, writing into HTML output using document.write, writing into an alert box using window.alert, writing into the browser console using console.log. So by these 4 ways, display possibility is there. Using inner HTML, this is the inner HTML. We need to understand that what is inner HTML. To access an HTML element, okay, JavaScript can use the document.getElementById, this method, document.getElementById method, to access an HTML element. So JavaScript will use this method. Okay, next, the ID attribute defines the HTML element. This is the attribute. Always attribute will be passed within the brackets. Sometimes it is called parameter, sometimes it is called attribute, parameter, argument. Okay, so this ID attribute defines HTML element. The inner HTML property defines the HTML content. So here this is the syntax. Okay, HTML, then body, this is the header. Okay, document.getElementById is a method. Okay, dot inner HTML 5+6. Okay, body closed, HTML closed. So try. So first of all, as I told you that under the JavaScript introduction, so this getElementById, this method is one of the JavaScript HTML methods. getElementById is the one of the method of JavaScript HTML methods. So this method finds an HTML element with ID, okay, and changes the element content to hello JavaScript, and changes the element content to hello JavaScript. So document.getElementById demo.innerHTML hello JavaScript. Now this content, inner HTML, whatever the content, that is changed to hello JavaScript, because you have mentioned here.